Hey guys, welcome to a game called Maize. Now I'm really excited to play this because I saw Pungence play it. He's a YouTuber, great YouTuber, check him out. I saw him play it in 2016, almost 10 years ago now. Um, and I loved it, and I just finished watching the series that he played it. So I'm really excited to play it. This is honestly kind of like a childhood game for me, just because I saw it so much and I've always loved it. So let's get into it. I think my game doesn't have audio. No, there is. And there's that corn. Okay, I am so excited to play this. So I actually sort of know how the story of this game goes, just because, like, you know, saw him play it, but. We can't do anything with those. This video is honestly, I feel like I want to frame it as sort of a tribute to Pungence, because his videos have meant like so much to me. You know, like I grew up watching his stuff. Mostly Feed and Grow pressing Q does absolutely nothing. I mostly grew up watching Feed and Grow Fish and Amazing Frog from him. But also this game, you know, obviously it wasn't like a huge series, you know, with tens or hundreds of videos, but it's still important, and I liked watching it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, the English muffin. First thing we pick up, and you'll see its importance later. So folio, yeah, space. A note lazily scribbled includes a stock greeting and encourages the reader to enjoy the complimentary snack on the desk. Notes to the reader to mind the boxes, and also says open the big door and will probably say hello. So, I'm pretty sure that is examine. English muffin. Hard as granite, this muffin is most definitely nowhere near fit for consumption, despite how much you try. All you've done is given yourself a headache. So I think the people saying hello are the, it's not the corn, but I think, press E to examine, yeah. But it's the people who originally, like, made the corn alive and stuff. I'm gonna go to the house, but I think this is blocked off, right? Yeah. Mega oranges, produced in US of A. Handle with care. Good game though. It's just like a nice, like easy puzzle game with a very interesting story with, you know, corn that's alive. Yeah, press the space bar to look at folio items. So, this game is a little different than most others because I know what to do. I mean, I guess games like Feed and Grow Fish, I knew what to do, but this is like a puzzle game, and I know exactly what my goal is, so it's kind of like, you know, I just feel like that makes it a little different. Pretty sure this is locked, right? Yeah. I know Pungence, when he did it, it was like 10 to 12 episodes. For me, it's probably only going to be like, you know, probably quite a bit less, just because I'll cut it down more. I don't know. I mean, unless you guys want to see every little puzzle I solve, I don't think that's necessary, just sort of the highlights. Okay, here we go. No matter how many times you press it, Q still does nothing. It's like a running joke in this game. I might show more of the puzzles if this was a newer game, but it's not. It's almost 9 years old. I think tomorrow it will be. So I just don't think it's necessary for me to show everything, because I feel like people might already know how it is. I know there's there we go, a statue. This is a statue of Bob Tavish. He's one of the founders here. Broken shovel handle. It's really dark. An invoice for a carved wooden statue. An invoice for a commissioned wooden statue. Cost is in the hundreds of thousands. Items on the list include chopping down a large oak tree, carved statue out of oak tree, and hospital bills for injuries sustained chopping down oak tree. Yeah. Also, I think that's 2.5 million, not in hundreds of thousands. It's a lot of money. So, there we go. A really boring mystery novel. Having no talent at the genre, the author mistakenly revealed the murder's identity on the first page and spent the rest of the novel outlining a story about the detective buying a pair of pants. It's pretty funny. And, yeah, here we go. And then this is Ted. I don't know what the last name is, but he's the other founder. Yeah, his face is on the Mona Lisa. Yes. There's a fuse box. Missing a fuse, but that goes in. And now it's slightly less dark than it was before. Fruit crate. And then broken shovel handle. Bam. Hit the wardrobe over with the broken shovel handle. It's funny because this might seem like I'm like, you know, I've played it a few times before, but it's just because I already generally would have known what to do, and then I watched the playthrough, which, you know, maybe I should have not watched the playthrough because then I like really know what to do, but honestly I don't really care. It's just kind of more so the experience. Get a view of the place. You know, pretty big place. Burnt lab report. Much of it can't be read, but the words abject failure appear several times. So does hurt feelings, sentient corn stalks, and why did we do this? So I'm pretty sure they were trying to do something, you know, they like, I don't know what, you know, but they made the corn come alive, but I don't think they're supposed to. Here's a guy Bob, so that's who the statue is of. So we have Bob and Ted. Oh, here we go, I didn't see this. CD. A new path is opening to you to the barn silo, okay. Press on the first batch of CDs ever created. This brand was notoriously expensive and even more unreliable, making even the greatest symphonies sound like something a concussed elephant would make while stumbling around a music shop. Yeah, so I think this is a song that the founders made. Oh, here they are. Yeah, I mean it's their face on the farmer people, but that's Bill and Ted. Wait, no, Bob and Ted. Oops, Bob McTavish and I don't know, Ted Poley or something. There you go. A book titled Corn of the World. A book outlining the differences and similarities of corn species across the world. Several chapters also discuss the color yellow. A few species are circled in red pen, while no, no, no appears in many places across the entire book in blue pen. Okay, so I actually know what this means. You know, like one of the owners, Bob, the fat dude, is like kind of crazy, and I think he really wanted corn to come to life. And Ted, well, he's just a lot more serious and kind of unfun and stuff, so I think Bob is like, I will bring these species of corn to life or something. I don't know, wanting to do something with these species of corn. Ted's like, no, that's not the point. Something like that. A broom. A diagram. A diagram torn in half contains very complicated looking equations, scribbling in orange pen, a drawing of a person, and a DNA helix. Looks very important. You tried to eat it at first, but changed your mind when you couldn't find any salt. Yes, so the orange is some lady, I think, you know, who worked with the guys. But we'll see that later. Okay, I think we gotta head to the silo. Okay. Clear a pile of corn kernels with a broom, and then we got the needle nose pliers. And then this. Though it's hard to make out, this blueprint looks like it's for the construction of a very large and very poorly planned facility with a farm situated on top of it. The facility itself actually set an architectural record for having the largest number of corridors that lead absolutely nowhere. Why did we build all of this? Yes, so I think this is the lab or something that we're going to go into through that door. Stop pressing Q. Okay, here is the glove, severed hand. Very fashionable fedora. Yeah. Fernando. I think that's who this was. I don't know what he was doing, but Fernando's dead. See this. Charred name tag. He took several hours. Yeah, Fernando. He was a lab assistant named Fernando. Cool. Cool. Now we use that rancid corn oil, which looks disgusting. Glove severed hand, and now we got a hand. Cool. There we go. Those pliers. We have a warped key fob using the hammer. Alright, now we can open up the door.
Hey! 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 You must answer a riddle before you're allowed to enter. A doctor and his son are in a car accident.
No, not that one. Say the one about the guy who hung himself with an ice block. You just gave that one away. Answer this one. What animal walks on 4 legs in the morning?
That one's boring. I'm riddle president today. I get to pick.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Why is he president every time? I did the vote clear on the election.
An empty bus pulls up to a stop and 10 people get on. At the next stop, 5 people get off, and twice as many people get on as at the first stop. At the third stop, 25 get off. So, which one of us is named Jim?
You.
Am I Jim?
I thought he was Jim.
No, that's Bill. Where's Bill? You're Bill. Oh, that's right.
You may as well enter as we sort this all out. Let's hope you're better than the last one.
Better than the last one. So clearly they're, sending others in. Wait, no, but I don't want to go in quite yet. I want to look at the corn. They've lost.
Oh, and watch out for our brother down there. He's a bit odd.
Yeah, he's, we'll see him. Alright, let's read this. This is Bill. Bob, I told you to fix this elevator weeks ago. It takes hours for everyone to get in here because of your stupid experiment, moron. Cordially, Ted. Hi, Ted. Don't worry about it. I'll reset the elevator after a few more months of data. We overbought on food pellets and we have to get rid of them somehow. Bob. Food pellet. Let's go. The elevator begins to move. Whoa. Okay, that actually freaks me out. I thought that was someone there for a second. That's, Bob, right? My god, Bob, what is this? Did you actually have the gall to commission a bronze statue of yourself? It'll cost us a fortune, you narcissistic dolt. Hi, Ted. Don't worry. I got a good deal on it. Commission these statues in bulk. I think they're really spice of the facility, especially for the tour. Could be a big money maker for us. Bob, you are so very stupid. What about the term classified? Don't you understand? We can't host any tours, moron. And don't you think I didn't notice you put one near the farmhouse? Repeat, classified. Put it away, idiot. I just love how he's so angry and so mean, and then it's just so cordially, like, so polite. Oh, there they are. This is Ted something. Ted Smith, I think, co-founder, and Bob McTavish, PhD, MA, BSc, DOP, I don't know, co-founder. It's for him. It just said founder, and it just said Ted S. It's really funny. Definitely has a big ego. Now here we go. Welcome to a flashy brochure that appears to be part of the proposed tour of the facility, which includes what Bob thought a modern child looked like. Most of the brochures are redacted except for the walking sentient corn on the front. So, this is a, top secret government facility, but he wants to have tours to make money, so that's pretty funny. And, come on, I want to see it. I know it. Yeah, there he is! There he is! That's the brother! I saw him. Hi, Ted. The fish shipment should be arriving today. Could you be a pal and put them in the 2 tanks for me? Thanks. Bob, you dummy, there are thousands of water tanks here. Do you realize how much feeding these fish will cost? Yeah, these are the tanks, which are really weird tanks. A triumphant test report. The only way this report could sound more triumphant is if trumpets were blared every time it was read. Explains very promising results after examining one of the new sentient corn stalks, a breed of ruby queen corn that shows high levels of intelligence. It also glosses over the fact that this specimen is somehow female, which is apparently impossible under the genetic protocol the facility used to create them. Major breakthrough. Potential genius. So, the ruby queen variant is very smart. There you go. Teddy bear. Very important. Bob, you lazy buffoon. I know you're spending all your time here and not signing the giant stack of paperwork I left at your desk. Stop playing with your toys and do your job. And also, for the 1000th time, why do we even have a daycare? There are no children here. Half-wit. It's funny how they write notes to each other. I think it's because you find out later, but it's like they're always here on opposite days, so they never interact with each other. Voice for a large amount of jumpsuits. All apparently have been ordered to have the name Mitchell embroidered across the breast and only come in, oh my, a huge size. The word defective appears a few times in very small print. Oh. A warfare readiness report. Abject failure everywhere. Appears to be a report on the warfare readiness of the subjects of Project Maize. The report states multiple times that sentient corn had no discernible method of raising and operating a military firearm and have a habit of taking naps right in the middle of the test. The term abject failure also appears all over the document, a running theme of many reports involving the corn. Yeah, so they were trying to make corn alive, and I guess it didn't work because they couldn't shoot, for one thing. Here we go, this is a room. So here's where we can put the teddy bear. An old computer. There we go, Grippatron. Bob, you jerk, put my RAM back where it was. I know you took it, hid it in that stupid spot of yours. Bring it back here. Tour guidebook. Appears to be an official guidebook for a tour of the research facility. A large portion of the text inside has been redacted, but 20 pages are fully dedicated to the giant vats, and most repeating the refrain that the vats are very large and contain things that should stay in very large vats. Oh, but second edition. That's really funny. The Grippatron goes there. Hi, Ted. The latest brochure came back from the press. Take a look. Think it'll really boost a tour, and you'll be happy to know that the most sensitive bits have been redacted. Safety first. It's still doing it. Bob, first, you are an idiot. That brochure is incredibly stupid. Second, for the last time, no tours. Third, if you're going to make this stupid brochure, at least add my name to it. We're co-research heads, remember? As in same title, jerk. Hi, Ted. Really sorry, but the final print has been done and sent off. I'll make doubly sure the next one has your name underneath mine on the print. Good God, Bob. Do you have the reincarnation of a 5-year-old? This is a top secret facility. Where do you send those brochures, moron? Oh yeah, this is the communal grotto. Jeez, they carved this out of the mountainside, I guess, or cave or whatever. Here we go, look, they placed the faces on the Napoleon thing. Hi Ted, notice that you took down the painting in the lobby. Thanks. It had a little blemish on it. No sweat though. Here's another one. Be a pal and put it up, would you please? Bob, I'm not putting up another one of your paintings, you self-indulgent louse. For God's sake, how many did you order? And why is my face on that stupid horse? View of the place. Military backpack. I'm not. Jeez, look at all those boxes. A drawer with a screwdriver. I know what we do with that. Bob, you disgusting slob. Until you've cleaned up after yourself, I am blocking your entrance into the bathroom. I'm tired of calling in the hazmat team every week, moron. An invoice for some commissioned paintings. Yeah, completely by Bob's choice. Cost is in the millions. Is spending all this money. I mean, that's probably why they need the tours. I wonder if this is where Bob worked. Would make sense. I mean, it's really messy. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, and that's probably where Ted worked, I'm gonna guess.
Let us pose another query.
It is?
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
Interesting conundrum. What kind of tree?
Fir.
Can it talk?
Yes, but only after lunchtime.
Is it wearing a lot of bells?
Some, but not many.
Is it in a glass house?
Naturally.
I have it. It does make a sound, but since it's a tree, it's too stupid to notice.
Correct!
Well done.
Yeah, so they don't really care about me, but that was a pretty funny conversation. You can just see how much more tidy Ted's place is. My gosh. All right, shift schedule. Yeah, see, B and T, and there's a lot of other people. So he actually has access. Jeez, this is a gross bath. You can even see the different toilets. These is really funny. That's the Sketcher 3000. Yeah, it's just very interesting because stuff like this I actually know what to do with it. An invoice for an opulent bathroom. I'm not paying for this. That's Ted, obviously. I might keep saying Bill, but yeah, that's Ted. Yeah. Cost is in the hundreds of thousands. It looks more. It looks like in like the billions or trillions or something. Yeah. Bob, I don't know how you managed to copy my bathroom key, but good God, how many cheeseburgers do you eat, you slob? Jeez, bro probably dropped dead before he was even able to like complete the project. There we go. The worst sketch in the world, completely awful. Look at that. Alright, there's the RAM. Hi Ted, just a heads up, I put your RAM right here. This way it gets less dusty. I love how he... I just find this so funny. You put the note inside there. So it's like, obviously he couldn't even see that. If you put it on the outside, it would make slightly more sense. He hit his RAM so it gets less dusty. I'm like, bro, it's gonna be in the computer. Ow. We got this, so we can go like that. Finally, like this.